So in this video, you're going to find out how to get others to post your ads for free on their sites, across their social media platforms, in their products, and even in their newsletters. It sounds almost too good to be true, right? You're probably thinking these are some ghastly websites that haven't been updated since the 1990s, and whose webmasters think splash pages are newfangled inventions that all the kids are using these days. Well, no, not really. It's nothing like that. In fact, you can get your ads on some pretty high-profile sites in your niche. And of course, the big question is, how do you do it? It's actually pretty simple. You just do a joint venture with the website owner. And in this case, it's as easy as proposing an ad swap. And yeah, an ad swap is just what it sounds like. You place your marketing partner's ad on your site, and in exchange, your partner does the same for you. And of course, as usual, what you're advertising is your lead magnet offer. Now, the key to making this strategy work for you is to propose a fair trade, or even one that's tilted in your partner's favor. In other words, you need to bring at least as much to the bargaining table as your potential partner does. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's suppose you have a newsletter list with 1,000 subscribers. I tell you what, you'd get laughed right off the internet if you tried to propose a swap with a marketer who had 20,000 subscribers on his list, right? It totally wouldn't be fair. It'd be just like swapping a Ford Focus for a Ferrari, and that just won't fly. So what you need to do is approach marketers who have assets around the same size as you. Now, how do you know how big their lists and other assets are? Well, there are some platforms you can check directly, such as how many people follow them on Facebook or Twitter. You can check their blogs to see how many people comment on their articles. And in some cases, a marketer who accepts paid advertising might tell you exactly how big their mailing list is, or how much traffic they get to their blog and other web pages. Beyond that, you'll probably need to do a bit of guesswork, but if you have your finger on the pulse of your niche, you should have some idea what tier a particular marketer falls into. Just seek out other marketers who are roughly in the same tier as you are. It might be a little bit of hit and miss, but you're probably going to hit more than you miss. Okay, so let me share with you some powerful tips for making this ad swapping joint venture strategy work for you. Tip number 1, get on your potential partner's radar. Sure, you can approach a potential partner completely cold, but you're going to get a far better response if the prospective partner has at least heard of you before, and better yet, if this person has talked to you. In other words, start building a relationship before you propose your joint venture. And how do you do this? Well, there's plenty of ways, including chatting with them on Facebook or Twitter, interacting on their blog. You can talk to them during their webinars, their workshops, or other live events. And of course, the old standby, make money for them by promoting their products. Now, one of the best ways to get known is to simply be really good at what you do. In other words, be a fantastic affiliate, win some affiliate contests, and trust me, everybody's going to know your name then. Okay? So you may be wondering why on earth you need to make this much of an effort just to swap a few ads with someone. Well, the reason is because this ad swap is just the beginning of a beautiful and extremely profitable friendship. You might go on to do all kinds of joint ventures with these partners, which could directly make you thousands and thousands of dollars, right? So make a good first impression and treat your partners like gold. Okay, let's move on. Tip 2 is to tilt the offer in your partner's favor. If you want to really jack up the chances of your prospective partner saying yes to your proposal, then just make it a really sweet deal in his favor. For example, you might propose an ad swap in your respective newsletters, but then to sweeten the deal, you can tell your partner you'll also post his ad on your blog and maybe on your Facebook page. The end result is your partner is going to get maximum reward for minimal effort, and for most of us, that's a pretty hard thing to say no to, isn't it? Next up, tip 3 is to focus on what your partner gets. One of the biggest mistakes marketers make is to send out an ad swap or other joint venture proposal that doesn't 100% focus on what their prospective partner gets out of the deal. You see, this is the harsh reality. Your partner doesn't give two tiddlywinks about what you get. Generally speaking, they couldn't care less if they get 1 million new subscribers out of the swap and you get a big fat nothing. You can be sure that when they read or listen to your proposal, they're going to be thinking about what they get. So your proposal better answer the what's in it for me question. So think about what you can offer. Think about what benefits are important to your prospective partner. Then be sure to mention those benefits in your proposal. Let me give you a few examples of these type of benefits. First, you'll want to share your stats with the other marketer. How many subscribers you have, how many social followers, how much blog traffic you get, and this is going to give your potential partner a rough idea of how much exposure and traffic they'll get out of the deal. Okay? Next, let your partner know any other data that's important to your proposal. For example, how responsive is this traffic? What sort of conversion rates do you get when you send out your offers? You might also share any demographic information that you know about, such as gender, age, location, or whatever else you know about your subscribers and traffic. Next, offer to be the first to send your partner's ad to your newsletter or post it on your site. This is going to build trust, as your partner will see traffic coming into their site before they have to risk anything. And finally, you can sweeten the pot with extra deals, such as posting your partner's ad in multiple places, like your social media platforms and your mailing list. You might also use your email service provider stats to guarantee that a certain number of people open the email, and that you'll keep emailing your list until you've reached that threshold. Okay? This way your partner is guaranteed that a certain percentage of your list actually sees their ad. Now, let me share with you one more cool little strategy. Let's suppose that you approach a marketer whose mailing list is a bit bigger than yours. Let's say you have 5,000 subscribers, but this prospective partner has 10,000 subscribers. Let's give him a really creative name. We'll call him Joe Blow. Now, let's suppose further that you really want to do an ad swap with Joe Blow. You know he has a responsive list, and you know that he's tapped into traffic sources that you haven't. So his list is full of fresh meat for you. You could approach Joe Blow with an ad swap offer, but he's probably going to be pretty lukewarm to it. You might even throw in some awesome benefits, like you sending out extra ads to your social media platforms, or even posting an ad on your blog for the next several months. Maybe that long-term ad will get Joe Blow to bite on your offer, especially if he knows you get plenty of unique traffic coming in every month. Or maybe he'll turn down your proposal with a dismissive wave of his hand, kind of like the Queen of England can shoot someone down with a simple glance. So, do you give up? Do you throw in the towel? Call it a day? No, not quite yet, because your solution is all about using triangulation. Let me explain what I mean by that. As I mentioned a few moments ago, you have 5,000 subscribers, and Joe Blow has 10,000 subscribers. Now let's suppose you have another partner named Mary Marketer, who also has 5,000 subscribers. Typically, you'd swap ads directly with her, but to land a deal with Joe Blow, you triangulate. So here's what happens. You send Mary Marketer's ad to your 5,000 subscribers. On another day, you send Joe Blow's ad to your 5,000 subscribers. Now, instead of sending out your ad to her subscribers, Mary Marketer sends Joe Blow's ad to her 5,000 subscribers. And then in return for your mailing and Mary's mailing, Joe Blow sends your ad to his 10,000 subscribers. You see how that works? The person with a bigger list gets 2 ads sent out to 2 different lists so that the numbers work out fairly. It's a fair exchange, where the people with the 5,000 subscribers got their ad put in front of 5,000 prospects, while the person with 10,000 subscribers got his ad put in front of 10,000 prospects. That's triangulation, and it's a great way to work out ad swaps and other joint venture deals with marketers who bring more to the table than you do. Okay, so that's it for this training video. Your next step is to start identifying the potential marketer partners in your niche, get yourself on their radar, and start proposing some ad swaps. You know, just one good partner can bring in dozens or even hundreds of new subscribers to your site, so you'll want to jump on this strategy as soon as possible.